Hey everyone, hey, I'm doing a project here and thought I'd film it for you. I am going to backdate my heat, which I guess this would be a partial backdate. So basically, what that entails is it means taking this stuff off and directly piping the heat that comes out of here, or the fan pressurization will go around here and then back down here to the white pipe underneath the car by the muffler. Basically it would eliminate this fan. I'm going to put this in storage and just preserve it, and this shouldn't take very long, and if it has to go back on in the winter or whatever, I'm in Florida, I really don't even use the heat, but this shouldn't take more than 15 minutes to do. So, but I have some of the parts list here of what I think will work, and I'll share that with you as I go through the little project. Be right back. Alrighty, here is some of the stuff. I'm going to try this out. This is a PowerTech reducer 2.5 inch to 2.25 inch. This is the outside diameter, and this is from Home Depot. This is for a wet dry vac. And then from West Marine, I got the the German style hose clamps. These are stainless steel, and 1 3/4 to 2 3/4 is the correct size. 2 to 3 would work too. You need it to clamp on the larger end here, the 2.5 inch side. So, and then the silicone hose, 2.5 inch, which, if you own these cars, you probably have some of this already. If not, it's available. Several of our suppliers have them. And then the hot air sock for the left side is from a Porsche 930, and that is in the mail. It's out for delivery today. So I'll show you that when it comes in. So I'm going to get to work over here. I'm going to grab my tools. I'm going to start taking this apart. All right, I'm going to start with this hose clamp and the bolt here. There's one here and there's one behind it, which I don't use the one behind it. It's hard for me to get in when I do my valve adjustment, so I just have the one there, but just be aware that you do have another one behind on the other side behind the motor. Alright, so I have the one piece off, and you're left with that after you take the rubber grommet off. And this is the white pipe, the stainless white pipe that goes below. Anyway, change of plan. Let me show you what I'm doing. So now that I have everything out and the big brown truck just came, what I thought would work isn't going to work. So here's the part, and I'll have these down in the description. Just got that in. I was playing around with some different couplers. And here's the rubber grommet. So the way I think I'm going to build it is I'm going to put this piece in here, and with the silicone around it, it fits in here perfectly. And this will go in, and then this pipe is, I think it's 60 millimeter, so it's it's 62 millimeter. This is 60 millimeter. This fits perfectly around that, so hose clamp that, and around that. So I'm going to use this pipe this is from Amazon. Yeah, 60 millimeter, just about. Anyway, I'm going to start building. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, back in the engine bay. Let's see, I'm going to take these two 10 millimeters off, undo this, and unconnect the electric, and maybe disconnect the motor. Then I'll take the distributor cap off, and then check out the fasteners. I put this on when I built the engine, but I haven't been in here since. And then basically, this is really part of the tin that, you know, this side here, that's blocked off, which on the older ones would be a air socket also. So on the 3.2, it's just one on this side. So this actually covers the whole side of the engine on the side of the shroud. All right, so I'll be back after that's off. Okay, I got it out. Didn't take too long. So for the fan motor, you have 1, 2, and then there's a stud here that came out. So it's fastened with 3 10mm. Looks like this one can probably come out. The back one here is a multi-use, so I'll put the nut back on that. And then, let's see, I took the cap off here, took off the air socket. So you've got 1, 2, and then you've got the one down on the case, 3. See if I can point them to you. Down here, you'll see it. And then there's another one on the cover here, on the fan shroud. And then you wind up with that. So then you'll just have to find a place. So the wire is part of the, what do I do with it? Anyway, it's flopping in here somewhere. It's coming off of the engine harness. So I'll probably just tuck it in there and zip tie it. I had it here. No, there it is. It's right here. Here it is here. Okay, so I'll start, oh, one more thing, so you can get a good look at your cylinders while you're in here. Make sure that everything's looking good so far. So that we built this about 4,000 miles ago, so everything is looking pretty good. Little rust on my repainted tin, but yeah, I'm looking good. Alright, so this has 2 holes. I don't know what they're for. Maybe on a 930 turbo they use it to mount something, but I'm putting grommets in both of these. So here's one that's done, and this one in a second. There's the grommet. Alright, the sock is in. Again, you've got your 2, these are the rough, the coarse thread ones, because there's like the little stamping in there. Machine screw here, and the machine screw down there into the case. So far so good. Had to give this surface here on the back a little bit of gentle persuasion. It was a little straight, so I had to give it a little bit of the curve so it doesn't leak. Alright, so that's this piece here. PowerTech 2.5 inch to 2 1/4. I'm going to put this silicone coupler on that with a little bit of silicone. Done. Now I'm going to get this and put it in here. Actually, I lied. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in first, because these are kind of tricky to get in, because that's a little bit off center. It was a pain in the neck when I originally did it. So I'm going to put the distributor cap back on, and then I'll put the coupler in. Okay, I have the rubber conduit here in with my plastic piece and the silicone there, giving it a nice seal. So I have to get my hose and go from here to here. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so there we go. You can see it kind of goes around and back down into that. Tight. So yeah, I have some wires going, the coils going over, and then the plug wires are going under. I did undo this 8mm to take the loom up to give it some flexibility when I put that in. Okay, and then as I said, let's see, this one back here, this one has to go back on because that's holding up some other vents and stuff in the back. This one could probably be taken off. This one came off, like I said before, when I took off the fan motor. So, I think that's it. I'm going to start her up, and hopefully you found this helpful, but this is how you do a heater bypass on a Carrera 3.2. I think if I had to put all this back, it probably would take me about 20 minutes. So it's nothing here is permanent. You know, you save around 8-9 pounds of weight. I'm going to be doing my valve adjustment, so I was going to have to take this off anyway because I got to get all in here. You know, I already have my AC off on this side, so I can get in there easily, do my spark plugs and do my maintenance. And so that's basically what this gets you. There is an additional piece to this if you do this, and there's instructions on Pelican form. So in here, the first relay is for the blower motors and the footwells on the Carrera 3.2. This wire has to have resistance on it for the fan, and when it has resistance on it, it will only allow the reed valve and the relay to supply power to the footwell blower. So I'll do that at some point, but it's the middle of summer and I hardly use the heater anyway. I'll see how it works without it, but that's an additional step that has to be taken. Or I think some people have actually put a resistor on this wire, and that would serve the same function. So, all right, hopefully you found this helpful, and that is it. Look for the parts and supplies in the description below if you want to do something like this. Thanks, bye.